Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and welcome back to the Lions franchise here on Madden 20. And last week, we came away with a win finally versus the Eagles, and we took care of business versus Fletcher Cox. So we actually get a plus in XP to our offensive lineman. That's 600 points. Actually, quite a bit. So I do want to talk about development here in this episode, and one guy we do want to develop a little bit is Travis Fulgham. He does have a upgrade skill point, and he's one of those young guys on our team that I just want to focus on developing, and I kind of want to acquire guys as well. So part of that, I'm actually going to turn off practice squad stealing because, you know, I want to kind of develop guys, and in the NFL, you don't really know how well guys are developing, and in this game, I'm pretty sure the computer just steals guys off of your team if they are actually, you know, high overall. So I don't want that to happen. So I'm actually going to disable that and just take a look at, you know, some positions that I do want to develop a little bit, and some guys I don't have on my roster right now, but I would like to develop some positions, but we'll talk about that. Linebacker is definitely one of them. I'm looking at Kerryon Johnson. I want to develop him a little more, but we'll have to see, you know, how he ends up at least playing out. I got to give him a chance to really show what he's got. So I want to kind of look at, you know, cornerback though. Teez Tabor is on our roster right now. He's still a young guy, but I just don't see a fit for him on the roster. And even in real life, I mean, it seems like he gets burnt pretty badly, at least in practice. And I've seen clips of it, and I've seen him in the game a little bit, and just doesn't seem like he's a great fit for what we're trying to do at cornerback. So I'm going to try to trade him and at least get a pick out of him. So we do end up trading him to the Chargers, and we get a 6th rounder. So here is what our cornerbacks look like on our roster. Mike Ford is actually at the bottom right now. He's 24 years old, but here's the guy I do want to kind of, you know, groom throughout the duration of this franchise. Hopefully he develops into something really, really good. Amani Oruwariye, and I think this guy actually can be good. Right now his coverage isn't there, so we'll need to develop that, but I do want to use him as more of a focus now that we did trade Teez Tabor. So that does open up a couple of roster spots, that trade, and also just cleaning up the overall 53-man. And I do want to kind of add to our practice squad as well. Elijah Holyfield, that's right, Evander Holyfield's son is going to be on our practice squad. We are going to sign him. He was a free agent, so I am going to sign him. Remember, we can't sign other guys from other practice squads, so these are strictly just free agents. Another one, Deontay Burnett, who was actually on the Jets last season, but he's still 21. He has good speed, so I want to add some speed to our receiving core, because right now, you know, we have guys that do have speed, like Jones has speed, also Jermaine Kearse has speed, but we don't have any young guys really that we can develop that have speed, so maybe Deontay Burnett will be that guy. So for the draft, let's talk about this. So I would usually import the 2020 NFL draft prospects, but I'm actually going to give Madden a chance here. They said they did improve the draft classes going into this Madden, so I'm actually going to give it a chance, see how it looks in season 1. If I like it, I might stick with it, but I do plan on using, you know, that draft class from next year. That's Tua, Jake Fromm, all these guys, all these superstars that are coming in. Jerry Jeudy comes to mind, and how come I cannot think of Justin Herbert out of Oregon? I could not think of his name. But, you know, I did want to kind of scout some guys here in the first round, looking at some receivers and some offensive linemen. I think those are two positions we do want to develop, and also linebacker. Linebacker, we are kind of weak at, so I want to kind of look at those 3 positions and kind of star on those in the early rounds going into next season. So we look at Curtis James, who is 23. So I do want to kind of scout these guys and just see what their attributes are. But I kind of want to get a younger guy, 21, maybe even 22 years old in the draft. And we'll kind of highlight that as the season goes on. But I just want to give you guys a glimpse at, you know, the top of the first round. So we do have a couple of upgrades, starting with Marvin Jones and Rashaan Melvin. And Melvin's going to have to develop a little bit. His man coverage isn't the greatest, so we are going to upgrade his man here. But looking at it, it's only 79, 76 zones. So I definitely want to improve that quite a bit. Next is Taylor Decker. So, you know, I do want to kind of tweak the XP sliders. I don't know if this is a good rate. I've pretty much had at least 2 or so player upgrades a week. 2 or 3. I'd say 3. We probably had 3 a week, and I don't know if that's too much or too little. I think it's a little too much, though, because this time we actually had 5 guys to upgrade. And even in this rotation is Jahlani Tavai, who gets his first upgrade. And we get him up to a 70 overall. He's been balling out so far this season. He goes up +2 in zone. And I want him to kind of be the future at middle linebacker. I want to develop him and see what he can turn into. So this episode, we are going up against the Kansas City Chiefs. I won't show too many AFC, NFC action games. But this one was a good one because this is the cover boy, and obviously Patrick Mahomes is threatening guys like Brady and Rodgers for the best quarterback in the league, even though Brady just keeps winning. I don't know if you can really say anybody's a better quarterback than him if he just wins Super Bowls. Yep, I'm not going to argue that right now. We're going to hop into this action, and the star player going into this game is Kerryon Johnson, the player to watch out for because he did have 2 touchdowns, his first 2 of the season last week. So let's hop into the action. So here we are starting out in the red zone. Here is Kerryon Johnson with the carry up the middle. And that's a nice gain of about 7 on that one on a 4th down conversion already. So now 2nd and goal, handoff right back to him. He's getting about a gain of about 3 yards as he moves the ball to the 1. Here he is breaking a tackle and getting into the end zone. And we're off to a good start versus this Chiefs offense. We're going to have to kind of be an offensive-oriented team versus okay defense. I mean, they've improved a little bit on defense, but their focus is mostly offense, where they have Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, and the new maybe found running back of Damian Williams, maybe reviving his career in Kansas City. So here they start out play fake, throwing to the right side, and that's actually Travis Kelce. You can't forget about him. One of the best tight ends in football the last couple of years. He picks up a big gain of 33 to open it up for the Chiefs. So now from the shotgun, 3 wide receivers out there. There is Kelce again getting across the middle for a nice catch for about 5 yards. But take a look. Snacks Harrison actually brings him down by the face mask, gets called for the penalty as they move the ball inside the 25-yard line. So Mahomes throws across the middle. That's actually going to be caught by Robinson, who is going to move inside the 10-yard line on that catch and run. So now under center this time, handing it off to Damian Williams, who we were just talking about. He picks up about a gain of 5, and that moves it to the 1-yard line. That actually wasn't Damian Williams, was it? I don't know. So now here's a throw across the middle. That's actually picked off. Tracy Walker. He comes up with his first interception of the game. And we do have a young safety core with Walker. And also, I wouldn't say we're too young, but Walker's definitely the youngest guy in our core. But he gets his first interception of the season, and now we come up with the turnover. So now inside the 5, here is Stafford. Great protection. He's going to roll out to the right, throw on the run. He's got a man deep, and that's caught by Kenny Golladay on the sideline. Want to make sure he holds on to that one, and that's a big gain of 38. So now at the 45-yard line, this time Kerryon Johnson up the middle. He's got 10 yards. He stumbles forward, and our offense is looking good versus this all right Chiefs defense. They definitely need to improve. Here's a throw across the middle. Here is Marvin Jones. He gets open, and Matt Stafford's already over 100 yards over the first couple of drives. So here is C.J. Anderson getting going in this running attack. He picks up about a gain of 2, bringing it to a 3rd and 5. Here's a throw to the left side. That's Kenny Golladay. Nice route that time, getting open. And that's a first down. We're looking pretty good on offense. So here is Stafford from the shotgun. He's going to throw over the middle. That's a catch in the end zone. Danny Amendola open in the slot. And a lot of you guys have said that you guys think I should move to Jermaine Kearse in the slot. I'm actually going to rotate those guys in quite a bit through formation subs. So we're going to see. They're going to both get on the field quite a bit, and you'll see a heavy dose of both of them. So here is Mahomes back on offense, moving the ball down the field here in the second quarter. Here's a deep shot to the end zone. He's got Tyreek Hill, who gets tackled at about the 1-yard line by Justin Coleman, a touchdown saving tackle. So now here he is running Damian Williams in motion here on 3rd and goal. Mahomes throws over the middle. It's going to be picked off again. 2 red zone interceptions make that goal line interceptions for this Lions defense, the second one of this first half. And Jared Davis comes up with the interception this time, and Mahomes makes his second mistake of the game. So now we start out this next drive at the 20-yard line. Here's a throw to the sideline. That's actually going to be incomplete. Not accurate enough to Marvin Jones. So under center here on a 3rd and 10. Nice protection. Throws over the middle. That's Marvin Jones. He's getting a catch, and he's falling down for a nice gain of about 13, 14 yards. So now 2nd and 10, play action fake. This time, we're loading up, going up top. It's Marvin Jones on the catch. You got to watch out for Marvin Jones. He's got speed. He's up to 90 speed, and I think this guy can actually be a great weapon in this offense as this year goes on. So now 1st and 10. Here's a carry up the middle. This time, Kerryon Johnson. He picks up about a gain of 7. So now we move the ball to about the 21. Here on a 3rd down carry. Here's Johnson. Could have cut to the outside, broke it free, but instead he cuts to the inside, and the blocking isn't there, and Frank Clark comes up with the tackle. So we do settle for 3 points there on that drive. Here, 2 minutes left in the first half. Here's a throw across the middle. That's Sammy Watkins getting open, and he's got a nice gain of about 20 as they move the ball past the 50-yard line. So from the 48 now, here's Mahomes throwing the ball down the left sideline. It's going to be caught that time. I believe that's Andre Ellington, and he gets a nice catch for about a 20-yard gain. Here's another deep shot down the left sideline, and it's Tyreek Hill once again catches the ball, but gets stopped at the 1 again. So now Mahomes moving the ball on this drive. 2nd and goal. He's going to throw to the right side. It's going to be picked off. Tracy Walker again. His 2nd interception of the game. And Mahomes' 3rd pick inside the red zone. And Walker just plucks it away from Sammy Watkins. What a play by the young safety, as that seals that donut on the scoreboard for the Chiefs as we go into halftime with this 17-0 lead off of 3 goal line interceptions. So here we go to start the second half. Man, we played some good defense in the first half. Kansas City is with their back against the wall, but plenty of time left here in this game. Here's the throw across the middle. That's Travis Kelce beating Jelani Tavai on the man coverage, and he's going to win that all day. So now here's a throw across the middle. This time Tyreek Hill has speed. He's going to break free, and he's gone. Touchdown. Mahomes has been moving the ball on every single drive. It's just that when he gets into the red zone, he's throwing interceptions, but that time he doesn't need to get in the red zone. So now we come back out on the next drive. Here's Kerryon Johnson is running the ball well. He gets stopped for about a gain of 1, but a throw on a 3rd down up the seam. Jesse James, 1st down. So remember, we still do not have TJ Hockenson in. He's hurt for another couple more weeks after this game. Here's a deep shot down the middle of the field, and it's caught by Marvin Jones. He's having a monster game this game, and that's a nice catch. Maybe a little luck involved on that throw. So here's a screen pass out to the right side, trying to give it right back to him because he's been hot, but that time it's broken up. So now 3rd and 9, this time dumping it short after avoiding the hit, and it's going to be about a gain of 3 tackle, and that's a catch by Amendola as we do settle for the field goal, and we make it a 20-7 lead. So now the Chiefs get the ball back. They move the ball pretty well on every drive as they give the ball off to Damian Williams. He hasn't been able to get going on the ground. So now a 3rd and 5. This time Mahomes throws to the right side. He's got Sammy Watkins. Puts a move on big play Slay. He's off to the races, and nobody's going to catch him. He's gone. Touchdown. And the Chiefs are back within 1 score. But that's what Mahomes can do to the offense. I mean, he can just ignite an offense just like that with magical plays. Here's a deep shot, though. Stafford almost picked off. That was a drop, actually, by Amendola. So now 2nd and 10. Here's a throw across the middle. That's Jesse James getting going. And he's been open quite a bit in this game for a 1st down. So we run a kind of similar look, but this time giving it to Kerryon Johnson as he picks up a gain of 2. So now a 3rd and 7 this time. 3 wide receivers out onto the field. Here's a throw across the middle. Jesse James gets open, and that's enough for a 1st down on that catch. So now 1st and 10. This time throwing right back to Jesse James. He can't hold on to that one. That might be a crucial drop. But now we get it to a 2nd and 10. Stafford throw to the sideline. And this time James holds on to it on the sideline. He makes a difficult catch on the sideline after dropping it. And he makes up for that drop pass. So here's Kerryon Johnson getting going in the running game. And the more you run this play action, the more the running game opens up. That's a nice gain of about 11. So play action fake one more time. No, we're going to hand it off. That looked like a fake to me for a second. And C.J. Anderson gets upfield. So now 3rd and 2. This time Anderson fighting for the first down marker. I like him as a backup running back. He definitely can, spell Kerryon Johnson whenever he gets tired. But on the next play, here is a drop back. And this time Agba's going to get to Stafford. And that's a big loss. So now we get it to the 30-yard line. 3rd and 21. This time Stafford drops back. Pressure right in his face. He throws the ball across the middle. And it's going to be dropped by Marvin Jones in traffic. That could have been a big conversion. But instead, we kick the long field goal and settle for 3, making it a 23-14 game. So we give the ball back to Mahomes. He's been driving every single drive here in the second half. Here's Mahomes, throw across the middle. It's picked off. Tavon Wilson, the first play of the next drive, and he's gonna score. Touchdown, Tavon Wilson. And wow, what a catch, what a return. I don't know what Mahomes saw on that one, but Travis Kelce was not open. He may have overthrown it. If he would have thrown it higher, maybe Kelce would have went up and got it, but Tavon Wilson makes him pay. So now here we go on the 2-point conversion, trying to make it to a 3-score game, and Stafford is going to go down, and that is going to be a sack that time as they preserve that 2-score lead. So now here are the Lions back out on defense, and Mahomes throws out to Kelce, this time underneath to the left side, and he's getting about a gain of 14 as he runs out of bounds. So Mahomes here from the shotgun, this time dumping it off to Damian Williams out of the backfield. He's putting a move on a defender that time, Tracy Walker, and he's getting tackled by Darius Slay, but that's a big gain of about 20. So now 1st and 10 here. 3 wide receivers out there with Travis Kelce. Mahomes throws across the middle. He's got Tyreek Hill, and that's a nice gain. And Tyreek Hill has been open for big gains so far in this one. He's well over 100 yards. So from the shotgun, 3 wide receivers out there once again. He throws to the left side. It's picked off. That's Darius Slay. Big play Slay. And nobody is going to catch him. He's taking this one to the crib. 2 pick sixes. And wow, this defense has had the game of their lives. As wow, Mahomes just has been rattled this whole evening. He's been moving the ball well, but the thing is, he just cannot throw the ball to his receivers in crucial moments, and that ends up being the difference in this game. We go on to win this one 43-22. 5 interceptions for this defense, 2 go for touchdowns, and wow, what a showing from this team here on defense. And wow, I was expecting our secondary to not be strong at all, especially with having only one great cornerback and even good cornerback. I think that he's only the good to great cornerback we have on our roster in big play Slay, but the rest of the guys showed up today, and I was really, really impressed with a lot of our guys, especially Tracy Walker. I mean, he had a good game, 2 interceptions for him. Tavon Wilson had the pick 6. He's the veteran on this in this secondary, as well as big play Slay. And really, I mean, just shutting Mahomes down in the red zone definitely made the difference. He still threw for 528 yards, just airing the ball out. But Tyreek Hill and Sammy Watkins both go over 100, but we hold on for this victory. So we get back to 500 on the year as the Chiefs get their first loss of the season here. And let's just keep this rolling into divisional play as we go up against the Packers and the Vikings next episode. So hit subscribe, hit that like button, stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.